Hello, folks. So I found something today that I didn't know I had. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't have it. I think it appeared magically, and I do believe it's a sign from the gods. This is what appeared, and I think it's obvious what it's saying. The gods think I should be our next president. Now, I think pretty much everybody has at different times in their life thought, boy, if I was president, I would do this. If I was president, I wouldn't do that. I would have made sure of this. And I've certainly had those thoughts before, but I knew they weren't realistic. Because I always thought, I don't consider myself a dummy, but I didn't think I was smart enough to be president. We've had brilliant, we had a president who could translate from English into Greek and Latin. Now you'll say, okay, that's pretty good, but it's not that impressive. Except what he would do is he could read a book written in English and he would simultaneously translate into Greek with his left hand and Latin with his right hand. That's the competition you're up against running for president. I mean, I always thought even bad presidents were actually smart. Nixon was evil, but he was no dummy. But now, I think if recent history has taught us anything, maybe you don't have to be so smart to be president. I mean, I don't want to mention any names, but I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than some people we've had recently. I certainly know more about how the government's supposed to run. I know more about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, separation of powers. I know that the president doesn't make laws. And so that puts me one up. Also, if I got elected next year and served 2 full terms, I still would not be close to 80 years old. And I think that's an important qualification. I don't want to be an ageist, but I mean, come on. We can't have these old fogies sitting in the most powerful seat in the world anymore. You don't even let your grandfather drive. You want to let him run the country? So I think my relative youth was one of my qualifications. Like I said, I'm smarter than some. I'm not going to mention any names, but I think I definitely would be better than some guys. What else, here's a big one. I'm absolutely unable to be bribed because I would get paid more as president than I could ever dreamed of making. So, if I'm making that kind of money, somebody comes in and says, hey, we'll give you $1 million for this, I'd be like, no, man, I'm happy. I got this good income coming in, and when I leave here, they're going to give me a pension and a library. What more do I need? So there'd be no bribing me. I definitely would be a man of the people. I would be careful about sending guys off to war because the people who go off and fight those wars are my people. I don't know a lot of rich people and, fortunate sons. So I'm not going to send the kind of people that I grew up with and that off to war needlessly. On the other hand, I'm also not going to take any crap from any 2-bit dictators. And what else? Oh, now, I know one thing some people might say is, but Muckster, you're not married. The Constitution says you got to have a first lady. Well, first of all, no, it doesn't. And if you believe that, you shouldn't be voting and you shouldn't be running for president against me. But secondly, hey, Dolly Madison. James Madison wasn't married. He asked Dolly to fill in, and she did a great job. So I'll just find myself a good person to stand in as my first lady. The qualifications aren't too difficult. You got to be, halfway good looking, presentable. You want to be friendly. You want to be willing to travel the country cutting ribbons, dedicating aircraft carriers and monuments. And, that's pretty much about it. That's all we really need out of a first lady, right? Don't need to have one of those activist first ladies that are out there trying to get people to do crazy things like stop taking drugs and pick up litter. So yeah, I think I'm your man, folks. I'm who you want to be voting for. Let's see. Oh, now one thing is I'd have to decide on a vice president. And I'm sure not putting anything in stone. You're not going to see me saying, I guarantee I'm going to pick a woman, or anything like that. Look at Biden, He put it in writing that he was going to choose a woman who's hopefully half black and half Asian, and painted himself in a corner and got stuck with Kamala Harris. So, yeah, but I will promise one thing. My vice president will definitely be definitely no older than 60. You want someone with a little bit of experience. 40s and 50s are good. But you figure, if I took someone who was 60, if I did 2 terms, they're going to be 68. And then if they come in behind me, if they do 2 terms, that's 76. That's getting up there, So yeah, somebody who's relatively young so that they can step in and, maybe somebody smarter than me just in case. But, I kind of like that Cory Booker from New Jersey. I think with a couple of years under my tutelage, he'd be a good one to succeed me. Pete Buttigieg, too. I like him. But, I'm not going to commit to anything. Whenever the time comes to pick a running mate, I'll look around, find somebody good. Oh, and another qualification for First Lady, I forgot. Besides the ribbon cutting and, being able to sit through a state dinner and all that kind of stuff. If you're going to apply for First Lady, just remember you also have to be willing, if the British attack, that you've got to stay behind and save all our priceless artwork and stuff in the White House before it burns. That's important. That's the one job in the Constitution for the First Lady. And again, if you believe that, don't run for president. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it, Just remember me when time comes around. You can feel free to, whatever party you are, put me in the in primary, nominate me. It'd make it a lot easier if I end up running against myself in November, right? So maybe we should start making the bumper stickers and signs. Muckster 2024. Count on it. Peace out.